Alright, so this workout is from the 30th of April, the year of our Lord 2025. And I'm actually recording this on Sunday, May 18th. I'm behind a little bit on the uploading of the videos and the workouts and what have you. This is around the time when I started experimenting with different cameras, and so I'm gonna probably lose a couple of days, even though I'd been doing a really good job of exercising every day up to this point. Funny thing is, today I've actually, for various reasons, I unfortunately have had 3 days off of working out. And one of the things that I started doing within the past week and a half or so is implementing squats into my routine, just using my body weight for squats. And I don't know if you remember me, if you've been paying attention, back a few episodes when I first started working out, I started talking about how in football you get like the third day blues or something like that. And essentially what it is back in the day when you had in Hell Week in football, when you prepare for the season, the first, at least in our high school, the first couple of weeks were 2-a-days. So we'd go to practice 2 times a day for 2 weeks. I remember, I swear to God, I think it was 2 weeks. And you'd go in the morning and then in the afternoon. And by the third day, you are absolutely sore. And that's what they call it, the third day blues. On the third day, yeah, you're absolutely sore. And when I started working out, because this is low impact and not really big deal of it, I wasn't really sore at all. But when I started doing sit-ups now, yeah, it's sore. And these sit-ups take a lot out of me, because now what I'm doing is, instead of I'm pushing, I think the way that I am exercising now, it's not just lifting in a sense. Now I'm pushing myself. And yeah, and I also started doing push-ups, and I'm doing the knee push-ups. I don't want to call them girl push-ups, but that's what in junior high, how the girls were allowed to do push-ups, was on their knees or on the bench. And so I've been really sore, actually. The past, I did get the third day blues. On the third day, I was really sore, so I took a day off. And the past couple of days, so today I'm going to work out. I got a new bench, and I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to start working out. But today is 3 days I've been not working out. And the first day, I didn't work out because I was actually sore. And I'm like, well, I'm going to leave it out, and maybe I'll ride the bike. But I didn't. I ended up not doing anything that day. The second day I also missed because of other things. And yesterday I just caught up on a lot of sleep, and I was just been dead tired for a couple of days. So today I'm going to go back at it on it and start off with some squats and use the bench a little more. Probably use the bench to do push-ups instead of doing them on my knees. I think that'll be better for me. But we're still at it, man. However, there's a couple of days and I'm using cameras, and they're uploaded onto the computer to work out, but I did a really bad job of organizing them. So somewhere along the line, I might miss a day or two here uploading, but it's there. One of the things that I wanted to talk about here is, so obviously I talk over myself doing my little workouts and what have you, and I guess I'm going to turn this into a podcast, but it's a loose podcast, I guess, because it's not really, in the sense, I'm not really talking about anything special. It's just thoughts that occur to me as I work out, probably, or because of my workout, or just in general the ideas of working out and creating content about working out, yet at the same time absolutely not looking sexy doing it, just as a almost 50-year-old man trying to get back into shapes one way, shape, or form. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that this week. I'm not going to go kind of hard, but I'm going to go a little harder than normal, try to push myself and do it every single day, because I'm going on vacation next weekend. That'll be great. That'll be lots of fun for sure. But the idea of podcasting and doing a workout podcast, I think about that in the sense of like people that actually, how much can you possibly talk about working out? And I think you can talk about routines and you can talk about situations, but I look at these other podcasts, and I think at one point because I look at these old, this is what brought this to mind. I don't know if some of you remember, there was a lot of training videos back in the day. There was one by Billy Banks. Obviously, the Richard Simmons is the workout to the oldies was the one. I think Jane Fonda had one, or somebody else had a celebrity had a sort of workout video set, right? And you bought these VHS tapes, a set of them, and you do your workout routine to them. You put the tape in and you try to keep up and get the blood flowing, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home for only $19.95. Richard Simmons will have you working out to the oldies. Billy Banks was the one where I think they started to come out in DVDs or something like that. I think, of course, now you probably, if you even say the word working out, or even if you look at a piece of equipment, now all of a sudden your algorithm in any sort of social media now gets bombarded with all types of workout routines. The one that I see a lot is the old man workout routine with a chair, right? I don't know if you guys seen any of those. And I'm sure, depending on your age and where you're at, there's different algorithms for you. Like I'm sure there's the young man or ex-athlete workout or something like that. But yeah, it's funny how these workout things start coming up as soon as you mention the word your phone. I do believe your phone hears you and stuff. And of course, wherever you start looking up stuff, workout equipment or what have you. And you look at those, and now you can just download them, and you can just look at them at your phone and have at them. You don't need to buy a whole set. But oddly enough, even though they're easier to obtain in the sense of logistics, they are just as expensive, maybe even more so. And while I do think that there are some about diet and things like that, I wonder if it wouldn't just be better if you have insurance to see if you can get referred to a dietitian. One, it's free. Two, you're going to get a personalized diet, to where it should be covered by your insurance, instead of having some sort of third party or some sort of crazy person who you don't know if they are affiliated with any sort of medical license giving you advice on what to do and what to eat. Your doctor should have that information, and your dietitian, if you have the insurance and the ability to go to a dietitian covered by your insurance, you'll be able to have a one-on-one personalized sort of goal to achieve, right? With metrics involved as far as getting your blood work done, weight, body fat, and all that, and be way better, and it wouldn't cost you anything but time and probably gas money or public transportation. So I'm wary of those, as far as this is what you need to do, this is what you need to eat, these keto diets, all these crazy diets that happen to where I don't know if any of them really work, and only your doctor would be able to have you take the metrics and the blood work to be able to determine whether or not you're on the right path, and of course your weight and your body fat and how you feel overall, right? So I'm like, I think about these things about, the olden days, how you can get these exercise. And that's not to say that the exercise, like the Billy Banks one, was one where he incorporated some sort of martial art and dancing into his routine to where you'd be able to fight and burn calories at the same time. But all those exercises were geared differently than they are. I think we know more about what helps and what's a proper exercise, other than just moving along and getting your heart pumping, right? So those were interesting. And at the end of the day, I'm like, well, how much more exercises do you really need? And at this point, you start to go, look, again, if you have different goals than everybody else, other than just maintaining a sort of exercise routine, you're going to need to get to some sort of fitness specialist and be able to talk to that person one-on-one. I mean, there's a reason why baseball teams and, of course, football teams or any other teams have strength conditioning coaches, right? Because they all are able to properly give the athlete the personal attention they deserve as far as what position they play and how much, weight they should do and what part of their body they need to condition. A pitching coach is going to be a pitcher's exercise routine is going to be different than a right fielder's and a catcher's. Those are all going to have different target areas on their body, right? So you need to look for special licensed people to help you out as far as, I think, getting more individual advice and routine advice and prescriptive exercise for you instead of getting into these old man body counts. And what got me thinking is that I think at one point, once I do have enough low impact exercise underneath me, once I do feel like, okay, I really need to see exactly where my body is now, what do I need to do, this, that, and the other, then start talking to somebody with, that's covered under my insurance. I think that that's definitely the way to go, as opposed to spending money on somebody's social media in order to tell me things that may or may not work for me, which is a gamble, as opposed to having, your insurance guy go, hey man, what else can I do? And I think you'll be surprised at the possible referral that you get, and also possibly the amount of coverage and the amount of things that are afforded to you and that are available to you under your insurance plan. I assume that most insurance plans would rather do preventive maintenance on someone's body and be more than happy to reach out in that sense before they start handing out medications and what have you. It's probably be a lot cheaper that way and a lot better. I mean, in theory, right? In theory, but insert your conspiracy theory here. Right. All right. Well, thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate it. The whole thing, actually, again, I to finish my thought on that, I need to reiterate the fact that I am not an exercise guru. I don't know anything specific about anybody's body and what they need to do in order to do anything to get back into shape. All I'm doing in here is getting my heart pumping again. Using low weights. We're not strength training. We're not endurance training. We're just, I guess the word would be cardio, because all I want is get my heart pumping again and get up to a position to where I'm comfortable walking around and things like that and doing squats and not feel so lightheaded, and again just control my overall health by getting my heart pumping again. And then from there, if I decide to go again, I told you that the idea was to possibly by this time next year be part of a men's baseball league in my local town here. But again, just to reiterate that I am not an expert on here. All I know is that I am doing my heart good by pumping this. I'm not putting any extra force on any ligaments, on any muscle group. I'm not, doing anything extreme. I am just doing very low impact stuff to get my body back going again without having, just short of running and walking 10,000 steps or what have you. I am on an exercise bike, trying to at least get my heart pumping and not just using my legs, but using my upper body to help get my heart rate up and keep it up for at least 15 to 20 minutes now. And so, yeah, that's where it's at. And I did notice that when I started doing these squats, I incorporated squats, push-ups, and plank into my routine to open up before I do my biking stuff. And that alone, even though it takes just over it takes 6 or 7 minutes for me to finish 3 sets of those things. Again, I don't stop to rest. I not much. But start with those 3 sets, it takes a lot out of me, actually. And I find it even harder to finish the 5 sets of these little dumbbell workouts on the bike now, to where I decided to probably just do 3 sets one day and then 5 sets another day, because the 5 sets ones, man, those little 5-pound dumbbells, they get super they get really heavy after a while. But yeah, I wanted to throw it out there that I just was remembering the old days about the workout routines and the readily available workout things that you can get, that you can buy, and my dumbass just uploading videos of me working out and my thoughts on working out. Again, I'm not an expert, but I'm not a complete novice, but again, the important thing for me right now is just get my heart pumping for 15 to 20 minutes a day, and have at it that way. All right, thanks a lot for listening. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Enjoy your youth.